So I wanted to extend the lesson a little bit on how to cite a website because I got cut off a little bit in the last screencast. So I wanted to make sure you understand this because the more you understand it now, the easier the rest of your school year and next year will be. So, and also college if you decide to go. So I'm going to go to www.bibme.org and I am going to click once again on MLA. Okay, so one of the things I asked you guys to do was to use a quote that kind of was symbolic of the section of Part 3, Welch in the Glass Castle. So many of you will search Google, which I would do the same thing. And let's just say you're going to use a website, not a digital image, but I know that sometimes a digital image pops up about a quote. So let me show you a couple of things. So I'm going to say quotes about being strong. So what's going to happen is you're going to get these images for quotes, and you can cite this just like you cite a picture, or you can get a quote from a website. Sorry guys, it's the 2-hour delay and I'm losing my mind here. So a couple things I want to share with you. If you click on one of these, let's just say that you want to use this this picture as your quote. This will qualify as a quote, even though it's a picture of a quote. So remember, citing Google isn't enough. So you have to visit the web page that this is on. This is what I found out about this. This is very interesting. When you get to this, you can right click on it, and yes, you can cite this website for where this picture is, but the interesting thing about this is if you right click and you click search Google for the image, this is what I found out. This is why it's very important to cite things. When you click on this, you're going to see how many areas this same picture of this quote comes up with. And so basically you're citing the picture of the quote, but it depends on where it's found. It's found on all kinds of different websites. So that's something that's very interesting. I'm going to go back to the page that led me to all of the quotes about being strong. So I would like to cite this this website. I'm going to find a quote on here. And this is a great website to use. It has all kinds of different quotes about everything. And there was one that drew my attention or caught my attention, but I'm not seeing it right now. That's okay. Actually, it was this one right here. So let's just say you want to use this quote in this picture to cite to, sorry guys, I'm losing my mind. You want to use this quote on your project. So you're going to have to cite the website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my BibMe page and I'm going to click on website. When you click on website, the nice thing about this is that you can copy and paste this website where this quote was found, and you can paste it into the bar here and ask the program to search the website. It's going to come up with this quote or this site right here. So there's only one, so that must be the site that it's looking for. You click select. Same thing with the book. Here's what we found. And then it's going to take you to the final step. And this is what many students and many sometimes adults want to skip. But there is a possibility that you can find more information on this. Don't forget, you can right-click sometimes on some of these and it'll allow you to see more about the picture. But please take a look to see if there's anything else that you can find about this picture, because the more information you have to cite it, the more valid it is, which is what they're looking for. So one of the things that I noticed was electronically published, and usually the program will pick it up if it has it, but just take a look anyway. If there's anything else about this picture that you can add into your citation, please do so. I would like you to click yes display URL because you want to make sure that you can get back to these pictures, and if I need to check your sources, that these websites are available and I can just click on them and they can take me to the site where you found your picture. So it doesn't look like I'm finding any more information or any less information than the program did. So I'm going to click create citation, and you're going to see here that the entire website, the entire correct citation is here. So then you would copy and paste this onto your doc, which I'm doing this at a different time. So if I go and find it, let's see if I can find it. Works cited. That's what I called the first one, and I'm doing this a couple of days later. I usually have things better labeled, but I know it's in alphabetical order, so it's going to be at the end. I'm getting a little dizzy. Oh, here it is. Okay, so here's my works cited page that I started to create with you for the other examples. So if I go back to BibMe and I copy and paste this onto my works cited page, boom. I like to say boom. I have that. And that's available. Don't forget, when you use your in-text citation, which you must have next to your quote or your picture of your quote, it would be the first word of the citation. So I'll expect to see those within your assignment. And you can take a look at my sample to help you with any of this, okay? So that would be your in-text citation, and that goes within the project. So wherever, right next to where you include this picture on your project, okay? One last thing, and here's a quick tip for next year. When you're doing the senior paper, they're going to ask you to put your works cited page in alphabetical order. So that's something that you might want to do, and you can notice that the first letter, these are all messed up. So here's a neat trick. You can highlight, and you can actually click and hold and then drag this up, and then you have that in the right order. This is a tool I learned I really like. Highlight, click and drag, and that's down below. I suppose we don't need that little thing right there. It goes at the end there, but I think we'll be all right. So now it looks like we are now in alphabetical order. So that's just another quick thing. So be thorough, take your time, use the BibMe program. It does a really nice job at citing these for you in the correct arrangement. And remember, you're not citing Google for your images or your pictures. You're citing the actual sites that the pictures come from, even though you've used Google to search them, okay? So that's the correct way to do that, and I wish you the best luck. Ask any questions that you need, and watch these screencasts over again if you need to.